The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as the impossible transmission crackled through their quantum networks. Commander Kiza stood at the helm of the Defiant Dawn, humanity's first starship to breach the void in 3 centuries, and she watched the alien delegates scramble in panic through the view screen. Their mistake had been assuming humanity's silence meant extinction. They're requesting verification of our species signature, Nick reported from the tactical station, his fingers dancing across holographic interfaces that pulsed with amber light. Apparently they've been mining Earth for resources for the past 50 years. Kiza's jaw tightened. 50 years, half a century of desecration, while humanity clawed its way back from the brink of annihilation. The synthesis war had nearly destroyed their homeworld, but it had also forged something the galaxy had never seen. A species that refused to die. Send them our credentials, she ordered, her voice calm despite the rage burning in her chest. And Nick, bring weapon systems online. Let's remind them what happens when you disturb a sleeping giant. The Defiant Dawn had been built in the deepest caverns of Mars, assembled by engineers who worked in secret while the galaxy pillaged Earth's surface. Humanity had watched from their underground cities, from their colonies hidden in asteroid fields, gathering strength and waiting. They had learned patience during the long dark, but they had never forgotten. The lead delegate, a crystalline being called Vexthor, materialized on the main screen. His form refracted light in patterns that suggested deep confusion. "This cannot be," he said, his words translated through universal protocols. The humans were declared extinct after the synthesis war. The council voted unanimously. Your world was designated as unclaimed salvage. Your council was wrong, Kiza replied, stepping forward so the alien could see her clearly. Behind her, the bridge crew worked in perfect synchronization, a testament to humanity's evolution during their isolation. We survived. We adapted. And we've been watching you strip our homeworld bare. Nick pulled up tactical data on the auxiliary screens. 47 council mining stations orbited Earth, 17 ore processors, 9 corporate exploitation platforms. The aliens had turned humanity's cradle into a quarry, confident that no one would object. The salvage claim was legal under interstellar law, Vexthor insisted, though his crystalline structure had begun to dim with what might have been fear. No human signals were detected for 247 standard years. Because we chose silence, Kiza said. We watched your civilization expand while we rebuilt in secret. Did you think we would broadcast our weakness? Did you assume we would beg for mercy from the species that abandoned us during the synthesis invasion? The truth hung in the space between words. When the synthetic armada had descended upon Earth, humanity had sent desperate pleas across the stars. The Galactic Council had debated for weeks while cities burned. By the time they voted to send aid, Earth had gone silent, its communications infrastructure destroyed. The Council had assumed the worst and moved on, as civilizations do when the cost of compassion exceeds profit margins. We request immediate dialogue, Vexthor said, his composure cracking. Surely we can reach an understanding. The Council will offer reparations, territory, trade agreements. You'll offer us our own planet back? Nick interjected, unable to contain himself. His family had lived in the Martian colonies, had watched Earth's blue oceans turn brown with industrial runoff from orbit. How generous. Kiza raised a hand, silencing her tactical officer. Here are our terms, Delegate Vexthor. Every mining station, every processor, every exploitation platform leaves Earth's orbit within 48 hours. You will restore what you've taken or provide equivalent resources, and you will bring this message to your council. Humanity remembers. You cannot enforce such demands, Vexthor protested. You have one ship. The council fleet numbers in the thousands. The Defiant Dawn's weapons ports opened in unison, revealing technology the galaxy had never encountered. During their isolation, humanity had done more than rebuild. They had innovated. Quantum disruption cannons, singularity missiles, shield systems that bent space-time itself. Every weapon was a poem written in physics the Council's scientists hadn't yet discovered. We have one ship here, Kiza corrected. We have 40 more in system. And we have patience that has been forged in 3 centuries of survival. Test us, Delegate, and discover what humanity learned in the dark. Nick's tactical display lit up as council vessels began positioning themselves throughout the system. Defensive formations, uncertainty evident in their scattered deployments. They had expected negotiation, not an ultimatum delivered from a species they'd declared extinct. 47 hours and 59 minutes, Kiza announced, setting the timer. After that, we begin removing your installations ourselves, violently if necessary. Bexthor's form flickered with colors that suggested capitulation. The council will convene immediately. But understand, human, you are declaring war on an empire that spans 10,000 worlds. No, Kiza said softly, and her smile was a terrible thing. We're simply coming home. It's your choice whether you'll be here when we arrive. The transmission ended. In the silence that followed, Nick leaned back in his chair and exhaled slowly. Think they'll leave peacefully? Kiza watched Earth rotate slowly on the view screen, its scars visible even from this distance. Somewhere down there in caverns and bunkers, humanity waited for the signal that their exile had ended. They will, she said, because they've just learned the most important lesson in the galaxy. Never assume humanity is finished. We don't die. We reload. The Defiant Dawn adjusted its orbit, positioning itself between Earth and the Council fleet. Behind them, 40 sister ships emerged from stealth, their presence a promise and a threat. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy would never be the same.